Well, here's for a game that I did not actually know was on the Atari ST. We're gonna be actually playing Zool. For some who might know, this is another platformer that was meant to compete with Mario and Sonic, and this was mostly prevalent on the Atari Jaguar for Zool 2 somehow. But the first Zool was actually on multiple platforms, and as it turns out, it was actually on the Atari ST. So, after this initial memory test has completed, we'll be taking a look. Ignore that sign that just appeared, and we'll be going on through this. I will not be using a trainer, even though this would make my job much easier. Let's try to do this legit, or at least semi-legit. I've done a few tests. The thing I know is that this was actually a new European game. This did not come out for the American Atari ST, so I actually had to switch to an European version of the ST here. For the purpose of this video, I'm using the British 2.6 version. So I should be able to just press the fire button here. There we go. Okay, this actually wouldn't matter if you had the actual game. Since I'm using a cracked version, I can just press enter here. Unfortunately, I did not find any legitimate copy of the manual. But yeah, we have a pretty funky title screen. I'm not sure if the music is the same as the other versions of this game, because to be honest, I have not played Zool at all. But let's find more about it. By pressing the spacebar, we actually have access to some options. I'm going to keep it on normal for now, since this is just a demonstration. And I could put 5 continues, I'm gonna keep it on 0. And I believe this affects how the music plays. If you put effects, it actually puts sound effects instead, which is most likely what I'm gonna do. However, I'd be curious to see what kind of music it is. But for the purpose of this, we'll just remain on the sound effect. And just press the fire button on the joystick, and we're good to go. So let's just get started with this. Right now, the game is actually still loading, which is why it said to prepare yourself. But soon enough, we get this and we can press fire, and we're thrown almost immediately in the game. The controls are rather simple. You have to press up to jump, but since the Atari ST joystick has only one button, this is pretty much the standard for these types of games, basically. I am not very good at this, as you will soon notice. But I try to do my best as I can. I did beat the first stage when I did my test run earlier. The first stage is not that bad, however the second one did give me a lot of trouble. And the fire button shoots those pellets, and you can do some kind of kick when you're in midair. It did not do it here, but it can happen. I'm not sure how you actually recover health in this game, because it has happened a few times. I think you just gather food items, actually. I'm not sure if you can even run. If so, I have not figured out how to do it. You have some sort of wall jump as well, and it works okay. I mean, this is not the best wall jump mechanic I've seen in the game, but it's still pretty decent. I mean, it won't give you too much trouble if you decide to play this. I'm not sure how that affects in the other versions of this game, because as I mentioned, this was on multiple consoles, and yeah, there's the spinning move I was talking about earlier. And that's the stage. This is the only stage I was able to complete earlier. I actually did better than I did the first time. So let's go to the second stage here, and let's see if I can actually beat this. As the start here, you're immediately assaulted by a bunch of ball sacks. Whatever the hell they're supposed to be. I'm guessing they're supposed to be chocolates or something, but you know what? That doesn't really matter. What does matter is the fact that, well, you see, there's a lot of blind jump here, and I'm not a fan of blind jumps. Pretty sure I mentioned that in another video. This one you should be able to get up here with a running jump. That was actually pretty bad. I'm not sure what these power-ups do. I think this one actually made me invincible for a few seconds. This one gives a phantom. That is pretty rad. However, all it does is really fire where you fire yourself. It doesn't do much more than... Why can't I fire in here? Yeah, that was pretty bad. Okay. Precision jumping. Unfortunately, the controls are kind of floaty. And from my understanding, there are no checkpoints. So, I might have to restart this whole stage here. Yup. So yeah, there are no checkpoints here. That is not ideal. I mean, I played a lot of games that have no checkpoints, but I don't know about this. Because as I said, the controls are kind of floaty. It gets a little bit annoying. And I'm not sure if there's anything down there, so that's why I'm trying to get back up here. God damn it. Fortunately, the enemies don't respawn that quickly. There is that good part. It could have been much worse in that regard. Whoa. Once again, I don't know if these are completely redesigned stages from the original game, as I have not played the original game, but this was a pretty decent game for the time, I would say. I mean, it's not a bad game, it's just I'm not good at this, like at all. I'm starting to think maybe I should be going up here instead. That's probably what you're intended to do. So, let me see if I can actually lure these guys. God damn it. Okay, I actually recovered some health. Good. Alright. That was pretty strange, but let's keep going. I think that was an invincibility thing? I'm not exactly sure, but the controls are hard to respond, especially during these slope portions. My god. The hit detection is a little bit weird, I find, because I'm not sure how I actually hit these guys. mean, you've seen what I've seen, right? I did not hit these guys at all. But yet, here we are. I'm really hoping I'm nearing the end of the stage here, because my health is not looking good. Apparently I am. Good. Apparently I did beat the stage. Albeit, not as well as the other one. I'm not sure how many stages there are to this game. I haven't looked it up. Okay, apparently I picked up a power. Oh, that was bad. Alright. Let's just keep going, shall we? That did not hit me. Okay, you can duck. That's... I'm sure that's gonna be used... Seriously, what the hell? There is some weird hit detection. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Just gonna keep going until I hit the continue, basically. I'm sure that won't take too long, honestly. Because, as you probably noticed, I'm not very good at this. I'm not sure why, if I want to know what was up with that. But let's just keep going. For those who watch Guru Larry, you might also know that apparently a third sequel was in the work of Zool. And it turned out to be, you know, Ninja Bread Man, which is an awful, awful game. The thing that was supposed to be Zool 3 is kind of weird. Because, yeah, this game is not perfect, but oh my god. Ninja Bread Man is a complete pile of garbage. So... you almost need to be glad that did not end up as a full game. Oh! We have boss fights in this game, apparently. And... I did not have any time to actually replace myself. And it doesn't help by the fact that this version of the game seems to be quite laggy. I'm not sure if it's due to some settings of the ST. Not sure if that was also a thing on the original hardware, but in this version, it is kinda laggy. Not even gonna lie about that. I mean, I was doing so well with the first stage, but now it's like... Alright, let's just move on. I might actually take a moment to check what the music's like, because I am kinda curious. Aha! I see. I see, I'm getting hit by everything under the sun. Because I am good at video games. Okay, so need to remember that once I reach a dead end, there's a boss coming. That's good knowledge, I suppose. Damn it! I'm not gonna get any healing, am I? Nope. Probably not. Oh, well, I kinda did. Alright, this should be the boss. Okay, I guess as long as it stays that far, it shouldn't be too bad. Except now it's approaching quite nearby. Oh, I actually got him, I think. What now? Apparently the level's still not over. They placed an enemy at the very end. Thanks, game. What now? Game? I am not sure why I can't pick this up, because this should be the end of stage token. Did I miss anything? Do you need to grab something before you can reach the end of the stage? I don't understand. Which kinda sucks, because I did beat the boss. Oh, so those flying things are actually health pickups. That's interesting. Whoa. Okay. That... Actually, I wonder, because there was a big thing, I think, up here? Maybe that's what I need? I don't know. Ugh, and of course I get hit. You know, I'm so great at video games. I'm a champion for all ages. There was a thing here the first time. I'm pretty sure. But now there's nothing. I'm not sure what those beats are. Or, you know, there is actually still a copy protection, and that's what's preventing me from actually finishing this stage. Wouldn't that be some shit? I mean, that's entirely possible. If someone actually knows about this, let me know. I'd actually be very curious to know more. I actually want to... No. Alright, let's just try going through this. Alright, apparently that was nothing. I don't know. Because that was clearly the end of the stage and everything. Oh boy. This is what happens when you don't know much about a game and you try to play it for the first time. I'm very glad. And this was the... And... What did I do different? I don't know. Well, I guess we're making it to area 2? Maybe. Yep, 2-1. Is it gonna be any... Oh yeah, we're in CD World now. And apparently those enemies are... What do you call that already? Timbal? No, that's mostly French. But I know what instrument those are, but I don't remember the English name somehow. I'm not sure why. Alright, you can't go off screen, that's good to know. And apparently those music notes count as wind. That's kind of strange. Okay, so you can jump on some enemies. That's also good knowledge, I suppose. I'm getting headsets. Might need to replace mine sometime or another, so that might be a good thing. And now I'm noticing that this stage is clearly not linear. Oh man! Okay. Alright, you can't actually fire on those. Shitty memory, that's what it does for you kids. Okay, I can pick these up apparently. Let's try jumping on them. At least you don't have to hold down or some bullshit. You can just directly jump on them like Mario would or Sonic. So there is at least that. There is not that much more to say about this game. I mean, this is probably, as I said, gonna be the only run I do of this. But I would recommend trying this out, because it is pretty interesting. Maybe not the Atari ST version, because I'm guessing it's due to sound channels or something, but there is quite a distinctive lack of sound. Alright, let's try jumping up here, maybe? Oh. Oh. Thanks, game. Alright. I should have known that would happen, actually. Oh well. Thanks. I'm so glad. And that kills me. Okay, does the 0 count? Apparently the 0 counts. Because I'm guessing the 0 at the bottom right is my life counter. It's almost down. So that's gonna end soon. Is there anything down here? Well, I guess there's some power-ups. Well, actually, they're just collectibles for points, I guess. I got caught by the spikes again. I'm not very good at this. I'm sure you've noticed. Well, might as well get as many points as I can before my ultimate demise. Like, right now. Well, that was Zool, everyone. Apparently you can enter your name. Can I enter with the keyboard? Oh wow, it actually fits completely. I'm surprised. I'm surprised it allows up to 10 characters. Or 9 actually. I can count good! Did you know? So yeah, that was Zool. Interesting game. I do recommend it. And that's about it. I hope to talk to you later. Let's leave the music for a little bit. Yeah, I have the best score apparently.